Is there anyone out there? Because it's getting harder and harder to breathe. Oh my God. Look at these red bubbles. Guys, we just got the CPI data this morning, and boy, it does not look good. Now, what really was important to me during, first of all, clickety clack that like button. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my crypto journey, all that good stuff. But we got to get to this topic because it's very important. Obviously, this affects cryptocurrency, which affects us, right? We're not a big, typical traditional stock channel, but we got to talk about how this all affects cryptocurrency moving forward and what it's going to be like for the next 3 to 6 to 12 months possibly. So do me a favor, hit that like button. I'm going to do a little spiel. We'll get into our sponsors, then we'll get into the rest of the video because very, very important stuff that you really got to listen to today. Now, what was kind of alarming to me about the CPI data that came out, which it came out at 8.2%, right? Which is not worse than last month, but still not good. But the metrics that really kind of set off some alarm bells in my head were the fact that, food is rising, shelter is rising, medical services, right? And that really contributed to over half the rise of all the inflation for the inflation data. So normal people, because here's the thing right now, we know who's suffering the most are people that are on the lower end of the income spectrum, right? People with money are doing okay, right? They have money to buy the dip. They have money to get them through these hard times. But when it comes to food and shelter and things like gasoline, like energy, those things affect average Joes more than anything, right? More than anything. And this is why when people vote for political leaders, gas prices have such a huge deal on whether or not people want to vote for someone. Because if they're paying, the price at the pump, and a lot of people have to have crazy commutes to work or just drive around. Well, you feel that more than anything, right? When you go in, you have a bunch of kids, you spend money on groceries, you feel that, right? You spend, I know people that spend $1,000 a week on groceries because I have kids and stuff, right? Shelter, right? When it comes to rent and mortgages, it's like what happens is it's like, you raise interest rates because you have to fight inflation. Well, then mortgages go up. Well, less people want to get mortgages, so they rent, right? And the rental demand goes up, and it's hard to get an apartment out here, So we'll see what happens, guys, but it's looking pretty tough when it comes to the CPI data. Now, it's not all bad because it is 0.1%, but I can't help the sneaking suspicion that are these numbers completely correct? We know there's a lot of categories that are not really covered in here, but are these numbers really correct? Are they fibbing it just a little to see some sort of, you could say, decrease? I don't know, but we can expect more pain coming in the next few months. More pain. New cars, right? Getting more expensive, So unless you really do have the money, now's not the time, to be taking out any crazy loans for anything and those sorts of things, right? And focus on paying down debt, right? There's still money to be made. Exactly, F. Joe. Exactly. So do me a favor, clickety-clack that like button. Let me say hi to the chat, get into my sponsors, and then we'll get into the rest of the video. What's up, Combo? Javi, how you doing, baby? Deranged Firefly, Uncle Ruckus. What's up, baby? Franco, Fire Up. Beaver, what's up, Jay Hawk? What's up, Grant? How you doing? What's up, DJ? Sacco, Big A, yes. Smash that like button if you are losing money. I actually bought some of the dip today. So I bought part of a Bitcoin this morning, and I bought some Ethereum and a bunch of shit coins. I've been buying a lot of shit coins, guys. If you guys want to know what shit coins I'm buying, let me know. Just know that you're probably going to get wrecked, right? But I got into one last night with DJ, and for some reason, when I swapped it, my tokens just disappeared, and they ended up pulling out 20-something ETH, so we got wrecked. Fire Up says time to sell everything. Well, you don't want to have okay. So there's two theories. I always get sidetracked, but there's two trains of thought. Okay, one is hodl till the wheels fall off. It's going to pump sometimes, and the other theory is sometimes you got to cut your losses. Right? Depends on what you're investing in. What's up, Doobie Tube? What's up, Timbo Slice J? What's up, Boomer Effin Sooner? Roger. What's up, Roger? How you doing, baby? What's up, ASMR fan? Yes, everybody go back to sleep till 2024, 100%. Francisco, good morning. What's up, baby? The Prez, good morning. Hi, Toshi, buy the dip. What's up, Bernie? Rorschach, what's up, baby? I just want to smash in general. The like button just happened to be in the way. Let's go. What's up, chat? Why do you think Shinja failed? Where do I start, right? Where do I start in Shibnobi? Why do I think Shibnobi failed? Okay, good thing Clear Value Tax, Daddy Clear Value Tax, made a good video for us, but I'm just going to go over my thoughts on the CPI data, then we'll get into his thoughts and whatnot. And there's something that I heard from that video that's, I remember like it was yesterday, because remember like a little while ago, they were telling us, oh, Americans are fine. They have enough money left over from all the savings they had from the stimulus checks. Turns out that was not true. They made a revision. It's like, yeah, actually, no, we're not okay. People don't have savings. There's some crazy statistics that he talks about where a lot of people are not being able to pay some of the utility bills. Now, I know some of us in the chat are not affected by that. I understand that. But in these situations, like it really is the rich get richer and the poor get poorer, And it's weird to see that being in a position that a lot of us are in these days, where I'm doing anything I can to get more money to buy more of the dip of cryptocurrency. Now, Bernie, shout out to Bernie, a community member, really made a good post. And we're going to get into Watch a Guru and stuff, because look at this. So USA, 8.2. Germany says, hold my beer, baby. What's up with 10%? Highest it's seen in 32 years. So Germany, not looking good. But let's go to Bernie real quick, because Bernie actually made a very good, is it BYR? So let's go to Bernie's tweets and replies, because he made a good point. Let's see. He was okay. So he posted this 2017. It shows the snapshot, the historical snapshot from 2017 December. Bitcoin's at 19K. Ethereum's at $700. Right? We have XRP up here at 72 cents. Litecoin and Cardano. A lot of these top projects, of course, you don't see some of the big daddies like we do now, like BNB and stuff like that, are close to their all-time high. This is 2017. I'm sure these are all-time highs, right? These are good numbers. Not all-time highs, but highs for this year maybe. And we go from 2018. Bitcoin at $3,000. So if you bought it then, you'd be fine. XRP was down. Ethereum was at $95. That's how much the swing was in a year. And this is 2019. Bitcoin's at 6K, right? So we had a huge pump and a huge dump. Now we're hoping that the numbers we see today, here's a snapshot today, right? It's not really a snapshot, but these are the numbers today. It's 2022. It doesn't make you feel all that confident in some altcoins. But here's the thing. There are altcoins that weren't in the top 10, top 20, that are now there. They are here and they're doing much better, right? What did all that show me? Bitcoin may be a good way, is probably the best way, and we know this, the best way and the safest way to invest right now in a market that looks bad, right? Bitcoin's probably the safest way. Bitcoin's the least decentralized. It's finite. You can't print more of it. At least we don't think you can, right? We saw the BNB exploit. Don't think you can do that with Bitcoin. So we'll see what happens. I'm dollar cost averaging to my favorite projects because that's what I do. And the thing that's different from then and now is the mass adoption, right? All the regulation that's happening, the acceptance. So that's the big thing, right? The big difference. The fact that it's cryptocurrency now is moving with the markets. So there are some differences. It's not the same, but very interesting, right? Very interesting. Let me say what's up to today's sponsors, because I got to shout out my sponsors. So shout out to Banana Task Force Apes. We're having a Twitter live space tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Huge giveaway. Earn some money. Hang out, right? You don't got to sell your car for this, but go out, go hang out. Links to their stuff is in the description down below. Shout out to Tavares Hobbs. We will all be there. Swing DAO launching in 4 days. MetaMonkey AI. I'm actually going to go ahead and, I don't know if I could talk about this, but we got some big things coming-ish with MetaMonkey AI. So we'll see what happens with MetaMonkey AI. And the metaverse, some cool things might be happening. I will be able to display that on my channel. And of course, DeConnect, a cryptocurrency platform hell-bent on making you a better investor. I just finished my whole segment on doing your own research, educational videos about how to properly do your own research. Links to all those are in the description down below. And hang out in the Telegram. Check out the DeConnect Telegram. Links to the Telegram is in the description down below. Let's get it popping into there. Let's hang out. Do your thing. And we're going to have another Deca Mega Space, which last time if you got to this space, all right, it's going to be on the 20th, I believe. Yeah, 20th at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. A lot of people were able to win $50 in ETH, and in a bear market, that's not bad, right? So that's not bad. That's not bad. So check out BTFA, MetaMonkey AI, DeckConnect. Link to everything is in the description down below. It's going to be a good time. But without further ado, let's watch our main man, Clear Value Tax, because he explains the CPI data in a little different way than I did. And he puts things into perspective, and it's so good for us to listen to this. So let's continue.
The CPI inflation report was released this Thursday morning. For September, the rate of inflation was 8.2%. So here are the CPI inflation rates for the past few months. June, 9.1%. July, 8.5%. August, 8.3%. And September, 8.2%. We all know that inflation, it's
So obviously that's not terrible, right? Obviously that's not terrible. We're seeing it go down slightly.
8.3%. And September, 8.2%. We all know that inflation, it's too high. It's at an unacceptable level. So if you remember, I made a video about how these periods of high inflation, they last. So they linger around for about 2 to 3 years on average. So I made that video, I made that prediction based on history, what happened in previous periods that were similar to this, periods of high inflation. So take a look at this. These are the monthly inflation rates for the past 12 months. So believe it or not, we've already had 12 months of high inflation.
Now, are we peaking though, right? Are we peaking right here? Didn't know the inflation rate was 6.2% last year, this time last year, but we didn't really pay attention to this stuff this time last year because it didn't really have anything to do with crypto. And the reason why we're sticking to this so heavily, guys, and we're paying attention to a lot of this, first of all, it makes us better investors. And it's good to understand these things about the world, right? Because these things are important. To a lot of people, this is not important. Like everyone I talk to, a lot of my friends, they don't really care about this, but we have to care about it because it's important for us as cryptocurrency investors. Look at this. Insane, right? And if maybe we peaked in June and maybe we're coming down. But how long? Another year until we get back, or a couple of years till we get back to a comfortable rate, which is 2%. Let's continue.
So take a look at October of 2021 with inflation at 6.2%. That's extremely high.
What's up, cool?
Now I want to show you this. Here's the 10-year view of inflation rates. These are reported each month. So look how it's absolutely skyrocketed in the past year and a half. So that's why I've been saying that even if inflation goes back down to 6% or even 5%, that's still extremely high and that's not good. Therefore, we can conclude that the Federal Reserve still has work to do. They're going to keep on raising interest rates and they're going to perform quantitative tightening. They're going to keep on going at it. And that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt the stock market. That's going to hurt the debt markets, the cryptocurrency market, the housing market, the labor markets, and just the economy in general, GDP. And I want to bring this to your attention. So I just want to use common sense. I just want to take a practical approach. So half of October is already over. The October CPI inflation report, that's going to be released on November 10th. So if you take a look at energy prices, just look at oil as an example. It's going up. Oil prices go up. That's going to inflate gasoline prices and diesel fuel prices. And that's going to add inflationary pressure on just about everything. So I understand that energy, that's not the largest component of CPI in the inflation reports. However, it still feeds into agriculture, shipping, transportation, etc.
You see how that has to do with a lot? And the whole OPEC situation with our administration isn't good, right? They didn't really want to give us more oil, right? We wanted more oil. And of course, the biggest kind of weighted category in the CPI data is stuff like, food, shelter, medical services, and those, I believe, right? But oil affects a lot of people, right? When people have to pay at the pump and suffer at the pump, everyone feels that. So you got to get mad at somebody. Who do you get mad at? The current administration. Is it all their fault? No, absolutely not, right? Because where did the stimmy printing start? But we'll continue.
So that's going to be working against us and probably very badly in October. It's off to a bad start this month. And we're going to see the results in November. Now, this September report that we just got this Thursday morning, it shows more of the same. Inflation at elevated levels, making it harder on the American people. The price of food, housing, electricity, health insurance, daily living continues to strain American households. So ultimately, it's getting harder to pay for just the basics, the necessities. Lending Tree says that 32% of adults have been late on paying a bill in the past 6 months. Most of the respondents said that they fell behind on a utility bill, a credit card payments, or on their internet payments. The chief credit analyst at Lending Tree said, life is getting more expensive by the day, and it's shrinking Americans' tiny financial margin for error down to zero. Unless
Now, in the chat, you don't have to, if you don't have to let me know, but how many of you out there are living paycheck to paycheck? Or how do you feel like that? Or maybe you feel like you're one missed paycheck away from complete disaster. Maybe put F in the chat or something like that. Because it's like he says, the margins are tightening, right? Let's continue.
they've been able to increase their incomes, millions of Americans have had to make sacrifices because of inflation to pay the bills. Now, I want to tell you this, and a lot of you are going to shake your heads. Do you remember how the Federal Reserve kept on saying that Americans are going to be fine during this economic slowdown because Americans have saved up a bunch of money and still have a lot of savings left over from the stimulus? So if you don't remember that, I showed you the clips of the Federal Reserve saying that, particularly Jerome Powell. A lot of you probably remember.
He did say that.
Anyways, the Federal Reserve just made revisions to household financial data, and they said that they made a mistake. They're now saying they believe that Americans have less of a savings buffer than they previously thought. According to Lending Club reports, 60% of Americans are now living paycheck to paycheck. This is up from 55% a year ago. And let me tell this to the people who are watching that make six figures. So if you make six figures and you feel like you're living paycheck to paycheck, you are not alone. 45% of six-figure earners reported that they're living paycheck to paycheck. This is up from 38% a year ago. Now, I want to tell you about the future.
That's nutty, right? 100K. It's like you can't even get by with 100K a year. That's crazy. So pretty much like close to half the people making 100K a year are living paycheck to paycheck. That's nutty, right? Six figures, man. That's like this. It's not the standard. Obviously, it's not the standard. But with inflation going up and those sorts of things, especially here in Southern California, it feels like you need that, right? It feels like you at least you need something close to that to survive, to get by here, to have any discretionary income to go travel or do something fun. It's tough, right? It's tough. Let's continue.
Predictions from the experts, and then I'm going to give you my opinion. The CEO of JP Morgan Chase, Jamie Dimon, he says, America will be in a recession by the middle of next year. Dimon says that right now, the economy is actually still doing well, but it's going to get worse. Dimon elaborated on what will make the situation worse. Those factors include elevated inflation, higher interest rates, quantitative tightening, and Russia's war on Ukraine. Dimon said, and I quote, "These are very, very serious things, which I think are likely to push the US and the world. I mean, Europe is already in a recession, and I think they're likely to put the US in some kind of a recession 6 to 9 months from now." Jamie Dimon was also asked about the stock markets. Dimon said that the stock market could easily fall another 20% from current levels, and the next 20% would be much more painful than the first. Again, I'm going to tell you my opinion, but let me tell you this, and this is coming from Paul Tudor Jones. So if you don't know Paul Tudor Jones, he's a billionaire hedge fund manager. So he said this about the recession, and I quote, "I don't know whether it started now or if it started 2 months ago, but I'm assuming we're going to get into one." He also said that inflation is a bit like toothpaste. Once you get it out of the tube, it's hard to get it back in. Words of a wise man. I mean, I would actually agree with that statement. I've tried. It really is hard. Anyways, Jones proceeded to say about the Federal Reserve, if they don't keep going and we have high and permanent inflation, it just creates more issues down the road. If we're going to have long-term prosperity, you have to have a stable currency and a stable way to value it. So yes, you have to have something 2% and under for inflation in the very long run to have a stable society. So there's short-term pain associated with long-term gain. Okay, this is where I give you my prediction. I believe that we're already in a recession, and I believe that the economic situation is going to get worse. However, I believe that we are not going to fall into a Great Depression. I believe that something's going to break. I believe that something is going to be the debt market and consequently the stock markets. And I believe that the Federal Reserve, they're going to be the heroes. They're going to be coming to the rescue. They're going to be coming to the rescue with their pivots. So this is just going to inflate our bubble, and then it's going to be short-term gain for long-term pain.
So obviously that's when they turn the money printer back on, right? And so when that happens, that affects cryptocurrency, right? Because that's what we're looking for, a nice pump in cryptocurrency. Guys, if there's anything this last bull run taught us, take some profits. Altcoins, take some profits. Bitcoins, take some profits. Shitcoins, meme coins, take them damn profits, baby. Take some profits. Have a plan, 2x, 3x, 5x, 10x, whatever your freaking plan is, make sure it's reasonable. If your plan is 100x, you probably should, pump the brakes a little bit, right? Pump the brakes. Take some profits, all right? Take some profits. You might not, the fact is a lot of people that are hot, a lot of people are not going to hodl through the BS. They're just going to freak out because they need, they need money. They need money to pay for things or something like that, right? A lot of people are not going to have the testicle fortitude to hodl through the BS. They're just not going to. So you have to think about your own situation and understand that if you're going to invest into something that you believe long-term, that's long-term, whatever it is, sometimes you got to hodl, to break even or get any gains on that, depending on where you bought. I feel bad for a lot of people that aped into crypto, which a lot of us did, including myself, but not at the top, but near the top when it came to Ethereum and some other cryptocurrency projects. I've just been forced to DCA, right? So Rodney preached, my hands in the air and the tambourine is shaking. Take some profits. Hallelujah. Take some profits. Take some profits. Let's continue.
So it's going to be a trade-off. It's going to be a short-term fix for a bigger collapse in the next economic cycle. So that's just my prediction. So again, but this is very good news. So I said this before. This is very good news because in 2023 and 2024, we're not going to get a Great Depression, which is, that is awesome news. But it's still going to be a recession. But let me explain to you the situation, the very near term, the very short term situation. So inflation is still elevated. The Federal Reserve is raising interest rates and they're doing their quantitative tightening to slow down the economy. You slow down the economy and then you slow down inflation. The next Federal Reserve meeting will take place on November 1st, and it's going to be a 2-day meeting, November 1st and November 2nd. On November 2nd, the Federal Reserve will announce their decision on how much they're going to raise interest rates by again. So they're going to raise interest rates. We just don't know by how much. It is expected that it will be a 0.75% increase. That's going to be a big increase, but desperate times calls for desperate measures. A 0.75% increase is going to further harm the stock market, the debt market, the housing market, the cryptocurrency market, the economy. So the situation is expected to get worse. The 10-year yield, if you've been tracking it, it's flirting with 4%. The 30-year fixed mortgage, that's flirting with 7%. But not only that, the Federal Reserve is supposed to raise interest rates again on December 14th. That would only be 6 weeks after their November meeting. And then there's the threat that they're going to raise interest rates again 6 weeks later on February 1st. And you probably heard this. US officials are saying that we are currently not in a recession. Their argument is that the labor market is strong. In September, the US
their argument is we need to get elected again. That's their argument, right?
economy added 263,000 jobs. However, the labor market is expected to weaken and quite dramatically. Bank of America is forecasting that in the first quarter of 2023, the economy will be losing about 175,000 jobs a month. This is because the Federal Reserve is slowing down the economy. As the economy slows down, demand for everything, services and goods, they will decrease as well. As demand decreases, less jobs will be needed and unemployment will go up. The rate of unemployment has fallen to 3.5%. This is the lowest level since 1969. However, unemployment is expected to rise to over 5% next year in 2023. So I don't believe that forecast, it shouldn't be a surprise to most people. However, it gives you a sense of how dramatically different the labor market will be in the next few months ahead. Next week, I'm going to be making a video on what the Federal Reserve will most likely do at their next policy meeting on November 2nd. I'm also going to cover the implications on the stock market, the housing markets, the cryptocurrency market, and the economy in general.
Crypto. So we'll be looking for that baby right when that baby's hot off the press. We'll be watching the hell out of it. So that's pretty much the inflation data. There's not much to. We're not going to spend the whole stream on just inflation numbers and whatnot. So yeah, it looks bad. Cryptocurrency's looking like dog water. Looks like Ethereum's recovering a little bit. Bitcoin's recovering a little bit. I did buy a little bit of the dip. We'll see what happens. Of course, I think we're going to slowly bleed out. Of course, a big dump will take place if we have a crazy major war or something like that. But I don't know. A lot of people, what do you guys think? A lot of people say we're too fat and happy for a major war. A lot of people say we're going to have a major war. A lot of people say, Putin's not going to, exit stage quietly if he keeps losing to Ukraine, because they're losing to Ukraine, right? They were supposed to go in there and dunk on Ukraine in like a week. It didn't happen. They're actually getting that ass beat. It's getting crazy. A lot of soldiers over there don't even want to, they're having a bunch of protests. Like, if we think that it's all hunky-dory in Russia, we're out of our mind. Like, I'm sure a lot of people live there feel oppressed. It's all gloomy and shit. It's like, I don't want to go fight. Why do I fight these people? So any fact checkers want to investigate Biden? I don't even listen to Biden anymore. I don't listen to any politics, really. These guys are crazy. I just look at people who are independent, who don't have a political leaning. At least they don't show it in their content. And I listen to those guys because they're going to tell me the truth. They're not going to sugarcoat shit, right? They're not going to sugarcoat anything. I wish Russia got it over within a week. This is going to on too long. Yeah, it's crazy. Don't trust anyone. Take your profits. Absolutely. Can we not Sacco Hunt with a 10K Bitcoin? First of all, Sacco Hunt's been sending me some hilarious memes on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, links to my Instagram is in the description down below. It's more of my personal life stuff. And links to my Twitter is also down in the description down below. It's more some of my it's links to the crypto stuff, right? Twitter's all crypto stuff. Bernie says it's too cold to fight casual. Rodney. Aaron M says, Rodney, what are your thoughts on baby Dogecoin? Apparently it's I don't really, I don't have an opinion on it. I don't have one. What's up? Awesome. Dude, absolutely demolished, right? Absolutely torched. 100%. They're going to get absolutely torched, right? Ooh. Nuts. Yeah, Sacco Hunt has IG, yeah. Unless that's not the real Sacco Hunt. Can we moisturize before we fight? Shut up, son. I always moisturize before we fight. Russia would do fine in the cold since Ukraine is kind enough to light all their shit on fire. Ooh. Hey, yeah, the CPI data came out. It's not looking good. Let's just say it's at 8.2. My notes that I took from it was that the literally to like half the contributing factors that gave us those numbers was food, shelter, medical services, those sorts of like the things everyone needs, right? That the things that everyone needs are the main reasons why inflation it looks like dog water, right? So it looks bad, So obviously it's going down still. 8.3 last month, 8.2 this month, but still not good, right? We'll see what happens. And if you're in California, shout out, we're getting more stimulus checks. I haven't gotten mine yet, but hey, let's go, baby. Hey. F just says, Rodney, I just picked up my kid from my ex. She's National Guard. She's leaving out the country for 45 days. She's been shipped out of the country 3 times in 2 months. She's never been out of the country before this. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with us. I'm not sure. I'll let you guys know if anything happens with me, but so far we haven't gotten anything like that. Different states do different things, right? Yes, those pesky necessities. Yeah, Amadeus. So that's pretty much what's going on with inflation. So we have the breakdown here. I mean, I don't know if you guys want to be bored to death with this, but it just shows like the numbers month after month, and they show how they go up or they go down or whatnot. But we know that, some of the food items, energy services, those sorts of things, right? But to me, the biggest revelation was like, what really like made me feel okay is because, the Federal Reserve, they were saying like, oh no, people like they literally have enough, like people have enough savings from all the stimulus checks and all the economic prosperity we had a year ago to be okay, but now they're saying that's not true, which really makes me think that they don't even know what's going on. And it feels like they don't, but I feel like they're holding it together because it's like if we the people, right? Us peons, which we don't know as much as these guys do. If they say they don't know what's going on and we don't know what's going on, it's like a flight attendant, flight attendants, like if there's something wrong with the plane, they're supposed to remain calm, like say if you run through a patch of turbulence and the flight attendant's freaking out. Well, you're going to freak out. Have you seen flight attendants do turbulence? They're just like, hello, you want some more? You want something to drink? You want some more? You want some more snacks? Hey, hello, you want some headphones? What if you saw a flight attendant like, ah, you're gonna start screaming too. So this is, I feel like the Fed is like they're really just like, shit, geez, gotta hold it, Jerome, gotta hold it together. Another meeting, I just want to know how the hell they have, how the hell they know how much savings people have. Exactly, Awesome. How do they know that? I don't. You know what I mean? Yes, Selma. What's up, Selma? How you doing, baby? Good morning. Good morning. Yes, smash that like button, baby. The flight attendants are sensitized to. I know they are, right? But like, you get it though. Imagine them freaking out. If a flight attendant starts freaking out, just pray. First of all, when you guys are on a plane. When I go through turbulence, I'm not a religious man, but when I go through turbulence, I become religious. I'm like, you know what, God? Hey, look at that. All that stuff I said, I want to take that back. All that crazy stuff I did on this trip I took, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean any of that stuff. I know. And right when I land, I'm like, yeah, woo! All right, back to being an atheist. Hail Satan. Just kidding. They're like, everybody stay in your seats, and the attendants are all running around. It's confusing. 100%, right? I'm freaking out, man. Right? Awesome. Awesome called me in a very precarious situation last night, but he's my boy, so I answered anyways. The real sell might happen tonight after. Exactly, Charles. We might have a little bit of recovery. We might have a little bit of recovery, which we're seeing right now, but the real sell-off may happen tonight. 100%. Should I buy or sell? Any help? Saint, it's up to you. I did buy the dip a little bit, but it's probably going to get worse. But I don't know. I keep buying the dip. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I'm just a dummy, which is completely likely. Completely likely. What's up, Javi? How you doing? Wait, what? Dems will get slammed, but don't kid yourself and think things will turn around with Republicans. The economy has been in the market for 30 months, and it will take another. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time to get it under control, right? Rodney fans should check out those chicken. Yeah, send them to her. Do you think we will see a bigger dip tonight? I don't know, but that's a likely scenario, right? That's a likely scenario. I'm thinking about doing like a big class on TA. How do you guys feel about that? How'd you feel if your boy did some TA? How'd you feel about that? What do you guys think? Think about doing some TA, getting into some TA. What do you guys think about that? What if me, Rodney, got into some TA? Even if you buy the dip now and it falls when we get in a bull run, everyone's gonna win. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I wonder how many passengers on the Titanic bought more tickets as it was sinking. F. Joe, that's a very good analogy, man. That's a very good analogy, right? Women and children first. I'm like, get out of the way. I must be too stupid because I bought $100,000 dip on H-bar. Hey, man, you want to learn some TA? I do. 14 ETH per class, but I mean, there's actually free classes on YouTube. What coins would you recommend? Top projects. I would stay in the market for top. I'm not, unless you're straight degenerate and you have money to lose, it's okay to gamble, but I wouldn't be aping into these, like a bunch of these, the fuck is this? I wouldn't be aping to a bunch of shit coins unless you're prepared to lose it all, right? I don't see anything in my DMs. Yeah, I don't see anything. TA ain't shit in crypto. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not, though, right? What's up, Crypto Blake? Says, I've been catching more of your... Oh, what's up, Darth Maul? Appreciate you. Bitcoin, number one. Ethereum. BNB. XRP is a big wild card. Dude, XRP has a chance to go nutty. I subscribe to her, Bernie. I subscribe to her. But I feel like I have to learn the fundamentals before I just hop into a stream, right? Say Tom looks like a good investment. Ooh. About time you showed us some TNA. Let's see it. Cardano, Solana, these top projects. But, what's with the influx of 100x tweets lately? That is the net. That's probably a coin, a token that people are looking at right now to ape in. But it may be here for a good time and not a long time, depending on what this team puts out. It all depends. It all depends. So, Richard, I don't see anything in my DMs. Oh, yeah. Well, I knew about that. Yeah, we knew about that. So if you guys know about the OPEC situation, yeah. So there was this post that said, incredible, Saudi Arabia just threw Joe Biden under the bus. The Saudis exposed that Biden wanted them to delay a decision about limiting oil production until after the midterms because Biden didn't want the new fuel price hikes until after the election. Very corrupt and impeachable. Well, we kind of knew that, but it's good to see it on paper. Yeah, so the whole OPEC situation, if you guys don't know about that, right? They're like not giving us what we want, right? And a byproduct of that is, oil prices go up. What happens when oil prices go up? Well, gas prices go up. Well, when gas prices go up, like we talked about at the beginning of the stream, everyone's affected. Who the hell do they blame? Leadership. Is it all their fault? Probably not. But yeah. So keep your eye out for that, guys. Just keep in mind that it is a degen play, a straight degen play. So. What all shit tokens? Name your top 10. I don't think I have a top 10. Just turn into Natalie. Bicken says, don't pay this full 14 ETH. Can we stop calling for impeachment every time someone farts? That's how I felt about the last election. Like, can we just stop? I know. What's up, Mizzy Matt? How you doing, bro? Yeah, exactly, Salman. Be careful, right? Be careful. Be careful. Catching a lot of falling knives. I know. 100%. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's getting hard out there, guys. It's getting hard out there, right? It's getting hard out there for people. It's not, it's getting tough. It's getting tough. Be careful. Be careful. Volt is a shitcoin. Just had to throw that in. It is. Doesn't mean you can't make money though, which there is value in that. There is value in that. There's a lot of value in that. A lot of value, It's hard. Exactly, Oz. It's hard out here for a pimp, bro. Rodney, I went to the gas station to get some gas, and it was at $5.98. I turn around, it's at $6. They switched those numbers real quick on you, huh? Yeah. Okay. You guys hear about Alex Jones? Dude, $1 billion? Ooh, Barracuda. Ooh. He ain't paying that back. Bankruptcy. JP Morgan closed Kanye West's account. What kind of... why would you close... This is crazy. How can you close someone's bank account for wearing a shirt, for being edgy? Isn't that crazy? Am I the only one who think that's nuts? I don't care if this is... Look it. I don't care. You close their bank account? His LLC bank account. That's nuts, right? To his alleged anti-Semitic post on Twitter, Ye has been under a spotlight. Once again, the rapper has emerged as a talk of the... Okay, so it's his LLC, right? So it's his business. Okay, so it's not the bank account. Man, dude, verbal judo is so... You have to read things carefully. I'm sure if you made a business that they deemed like if it's your personal bank account, they wouldn't close it, but that's crazy. Damn. Don't worry, Kanye. I'll hold your money for you. That's the value in dumping on your community members, 100%. It's extra liquidity, baby. You better do it. You better do it while you can. Not sure how long it's gonna be legal for. Yeah, $1 billion is nuts. Using the legal system to ruin people is fucked. Yeah, it's tough. Kanye West, Andrew Tate, free the pumps. I know, bro. We have the right to refuse service to anyone. Yeah, I know that. Fucking literally, right? Literally, right? We're seeing that now, right? We're seeing that now. Kanye has no money. His ex-wife has it. But I don't think so because she made more money than him. Unless you mean the reason why he only had money is because of his ex-wife. I know he had his clothing line wasn't too successful, right? That's crazy to me. I mean, it's funny because Watch Guru's covering this, and if Watch Guru's covering stuff like this, they're literally, literally, right? Literally, there's nothing to talk about. What the token launch tomorrow? What do you mean token launch tomorrow? Kanye has 6 billion. Kim has 2.8. Really? Kanye needs a Ledger Nano X to 100%, right? Oh! Wait. The hell? What happened to my chair? The fuck? My chair just doesn't go back anymore. That was weird. I didn't do that. Kanye's the third richest entertainer. Yeah, but how much is that liquid though, right? I mean, he has money. Do you guys hear about 50 Cent's kid? 50 Cent's kid is mad because he only getting $6,500 a month for child support. Are you out of your mind? I wish my dad paid any child support. They didn't. Fun fact. You have over here 50 Cent being a good dad, paying $6,500 a month in child support. People think that's not enough. If you're getting paid $6,500 a month from your dad, why can't you be happy with $6,700? Yes. What the hell? Let's go, Ultra. Good to have you back from work, night shift man. I'm actually waiting for my bike to be done. My bike's in the bike repair shop, but Eddie Murphy pays $20K. That's nuts, dude. F Joe. I don't think I could ever be with a chick with a public sex tape. I don't care how hot she is and how much I love her. I don't think I could ever be with a chick that has a public sex tape. You guys hear about the baby mama drama with Del Crypto? You guys hear about that? You guys hear about that? Baby mama drama with Del Crypto? You guys hear about that? I don't think Kim K is even hot. I literally, I could walk down the street and find 10 women that I think that are hotter than Kim K. She's rich, but she looks like an absolute lizard human, right? Yeah, apparently Del Crypto has a baby mama somewhere. Look, I don't know, but that's the accusations. There's some chick on the lines saying that there may be a baby involved somewhere. Wait, look it. I'm not saying that I probably have 20 foreign babies that I don't know. I'm just kidding. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm not. Look it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But once I get more clarity on what's going on, I'll keep you guys posted. But I want some good information, right? I want decent information. What do I think of Andrew Tate? I think that he said some good things and he said some foolishly dumb things that got him canceled. The message of the core message is it's just that he said some really dumb shit he doesn't need to say. That I think is so stupid and cringy and edgy. Master marketer, he says things. He's polarizing. I don't know. So I watched this influencer called Mike Thurston, who I really like. Cool, chill, influencer. He's a fitness model, whatever. Talks about his life. Cool. But I remember seeing Andrew Tate for the first time on his channel. And Andrew Tate, I wouldn't like hanging out with him in person. And I have friends who are multimillionaires that are pleasant people. And I'm sure Andrew's way richer, but he's just he's just a ding dong. He's a doofus. Now, do I like some of the machismo shit? Yeah, I do like that. He's an actual kickboxer, right? He's an actual guy who can kick ass. He's a very successful businessman because he knows how to market, right? Some of the things he does say, some of the message he does put across, I think are good to men. Some of the things he says, I think a lot of people are thinking it but won't say it, which people love those sort of people, right? So there's value in what he does, but some of the stuff he says, I think, does take it to the extreme. Do I think he should have been unanimously canceled everywhere? No, that's crazy. But I don't own these companies. I can't decide. I can't make them do what I want to do. I think it's crazy. But they always go with, oh, these are private companies, right? These are private companies. So John Smith, Jesus Christ, John. So I don't know. I don't know. There was allegations about him like having some sort of like doing sex trafficking when there's like no proof that anyone did any sex trafficking. So I don't know. I feel like that was messed up what they did to him. But he also should like tone it down on some of the shit he says, because some of the shit he says is really cringy. It's super cringe. It's like real cringe. Really cringe. All that adult talk got the sites coming today. Is that what happens, ASMR? What's up, John Smith? John Smith off the top ropes. Andrew Tate, now, bro, I won't even go eat a burger. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. When I first saw him, before I knew about any of his, I didn't know about him at all. I didn't know about the cringy stuff. I first discovered him on another show where he wasn't talking about any of that stuff. He was just teaching this guy how to kickbox, driving this guy around in his Bugatti. And I was like, this guy's annoying. He's cringy. Like, I don't like this guy. Like, I would not hang out. There are people like that in your lives who are just like cringy and like lame. Like, I'm sure he's successful with women. He has money, cars. Fine, great. But he's just corny and lame, That's just the way I think. It's just lame. Like, you don't got to be like that, bro. Like, I wouldn't be cool with him in person, But I do respect the hustle. I do respect, the way he's able to market himself. I just think that, and I don't think it was right to cancel him simultaneously, but that's how I feel on that. I don't know. A lot of that cringy stuff is soundbite. Well, Illegal Alien, I've watched full interviews with this guy, and they're not. Some of them are not. They're not taken out of context. He just says some really dumb things sometimes. He says some smart things that like I said, people are thinking about but don't say. But what's up, Crypto James? How you doing? What's up, baby? Advantage. What happened to Saitama? His Piers Morgan, that was highly entertaining. Highly entertaining. Piers Morgan tried to trap him, didn't work. Like, I think a lot of people don't understand him. I get what he's trying to say, I get what he's trying to say. So, Rodney, I'm going to put 1 million into Apollo Inu. Send it, baby. Agreed, legal. Agreed. Piers Morgan, I think, has a good perspective on a lot of things, but, he could tell. What is Hemi saying? 1 billion Tectonic can get you 5 million when it hits half a penny in the bull run. Telling y'all it's a quiet one. Tectonic, maybe I got to get in on that. Right? What did Andrew Tate say that he was dumb? Like the shit about like all, like you're my property if you're on OnlyFans. Like you don't have to say dumb shit like that, bro. Just keep that shit to yourself, dog. Especially like a platform like Instagram. Like if you're really smart, maybe you should shut your damn mouth so you can keep making money. Like he kept pushing the borders until they were like, all right, we're canceling this fool, right? Like there's a bunch of sound bites of him just saying like off the wall shit like that. She's my property. She's gonna do OnlyFans and I'm gonna get the money because she's my property. It's like you don't have to say that. I heard about that too, John Smith. I don't know if that's true though. That'd be hilarious. Any price fixes for Vamp? It's gonna pump. I don't know how much though. That's not bad, John Wick. That's not bad at all. I mean, like, come on now. It's just like you don't have to say stuff like that. Here's the thing about this red pill stuff, and that I'm highly invested in the red pill community and stuff like that. I understand part of it, but this whole dating and relationship thing, guys, men, listen up, men, listen up. Look it. You don't have to date the women that everyone talks about. You don't have to date those women. Contrary to what you hear on the internet, not all women are like that. Take some personal accountability. Maybe the women that you let into your life dog you like that and do things like that to you, right? These women that these people talk about, they are there. 100% they are there, right? They're 100% there. They exist. You don't have to be involved with those women. Not all women are like that. Take some personal accountability, look at yourself, look in the mirror, and ask yourself, why do I let people like this keep coming into my life? Take some accountability. Too many people bitching and moaning about women out there, not taking any personal responsibility. It's like, how about you, right? How about you stop letting these women that are so bad into your life? Why would you do that? You know? Why? You know, take some personal accountability for people you let in your life. It's like these motherfuckers will date women that'll literally admit to cheating on their exes. Date women who like literally their Instagram's full of ass pictures. It's like, you chose that, you dummy. Why are you ignoring red flags? Because they're hot? Stupid. I did see that Crypto Dreams. Yeah. I did see that situation. I saw, Jordan Poole punched, or Draymond Green punched. Look, if Draymond Green, if I'm Jordan Poole and I get socked by Draymond Green like that, we're not friends ever. I got slept on national. Okay, it's one thing for it to happen and no one to see it, but for everyone to see me get slept, no, you're not my friend. And people say, these locker room fights all the time. It's like, well, the sports community's split half and half on that. Like some people think, it's whatever. Some people are like, no, you don't go just rock a teammate like that. He's your teammate. You go sleep a teammate. Well, Michael Jordan punched Steve Kerr. Draymond Green's not fucking Michael Jordan, dick butt, and we didn't see that video. All right, so Piers Morgan does what Piers Morgan does. You know, have a spine, stick up for yourself, have some self-respect. You know, understand that some people are there for dating, some people are there for just for fun. Some people are girlfriend material and wife material. Some people are absolutely not. You know, it doesn't matter how hot they are, right? Yeah. Yes, as men, we get strung up on looks because looks are important to us. But you have to understand that if she has a bad track record, if she's been cheating on her exes, and she has a 5 million Snapchat score and people blowing up her DMs on Instagram all day, you know, and she needs constant validation outside the relationship, is that wife material? Let somebody else wife. There's a men out there or dime a dozen who wife women up like that. Let them wife them up, not you. Let them be stupid. Let them be used. Right? It doesn't have to be you. There's no personal accountability, I think, in some of these communities. Like no one realizes that you have a choice too. It's not like all women are like this. That's, you know, the generalizations to me are crazy because it's not true. It's like saying all men are a certain way when we know all men are not a certain way, right? So exactly, Daniel. Rodney, what is she like? And if you're a COO of a cryptocurrency company, maybe you should like not. Ooh. You know what I'm talking about, legal alien. You know what I'm talking about. You're in the army and never heard of had to correct a squad member? 100%. 100%. Dude, being in the National Guard is the biggest waste of time. Such a waste of time. I'm sorry, it is. There's no honor in it. There's no honor in it. Hope my command's not listening. Drop your Snapchat scream names. No. Do not wife. Yeah, do not wife, guys. And women out there too. Women, but women, I don't know. I feel like women get dogged too, guys. It's a lot of the dudes I know dog women because they can, right? They got money, I guess, you know. A lot of the men I know, you know, they're good with women. They are involved with multiple women. They're the ones that are not looking for a relationship. They're the ones that are being chased and try to get dragged into a relationship. They're not the ones simping, you know. There are simps out there with money, you know, but they're usually not the ones. I don't care if they are crypto realists. We're not gonna take it. Come on now, crypto. You know what I'm talking about, crypto realist. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Fucking waste of taxpayer money. Yeah, women get played too, guys. Probably Richard. Andy, can you not, you little horn dog? Is Bree's here? What's up, Bree? What's up, Bree? Crypto Jones says looks are free. She's better have some value or substance because looks get boring real quick. That is true. That's true. Now, don't get me wrong, looks are important as men, right? Clickety-clack that like button. Yes, looks are important. Guy, looks are, look at, if you're a man, looks are important, okay? You know it's important. You know it's important. It's very important, right? But it isn't everything. It isn't everything, right? It isn't everything. Looks are not going to stop her from cheating on you with her friend. Integrity does that, right? When you're gone for a month on a business trip, looks are not going to stop her from getting dicked down by Jody, right? Saying. Integrity does. But also, I understand that, sometimes you want, I don't know, sometimes you want a little spice in your life. I don't know. There are plenty of guys with money who get played, guys. There are plenty of guys with money who get played for their money. Trust me. Plenty of guys. Plenty of guys. Plenty of guys, right? What's up, G-Vibes? How you doing? Rodney Dell rug pull, baby. I saw that. I'm not going to get into the Dell crypto situation because, let me not get there. I don't know if that's true, but it looks like it's pretty. When I look at Dell crypto, I wouldn't put it past him that he banged some foreign chick, but I don't know. I don't know if that's rumor. I just think I would assume that, yeah, it's probably happening. What's up, Cobra? Okay, so if you guys are just getting here for the inflation data, if you're popping in because of my thumbnail, you can go back to the beginning of the stream, but I talked about inflation. I'll go over it real quick recap. 8.2%. It is going down slightly, but it's still not good enough. And it shows that the Fed's going to have to keep raising interest rates. And when the Fed keeps raising interest rates, well, then we're taking money out of circulation. People don't have extra money to spend on stock or on risky assets, which are cryptocurrency. It turns out that most Americans don't have a nice savings like we reported last time. We reported that Americans had enough money from the stimulus checks and all those sorts of things, right? It turns out that a lot of Americans don't have extra savings. A lot of people are starting to default on loans and not being able to pay some utility bills. The biggest categories that are affected that contributed to these bad numbers are food, shelter, medical services, right? The basic things that everyone needs. Oil prices going up, which means people are going to pay at the pump. People, new cars, right? If you're looking to get a new car, it's probably not the move because MSRP is insane, right? So you have to think about those sorts of things. There's so many factors right now. It just doesn't look good for the overall market, right? And the world. I mean, you have to think about the black. Okay, so that's what's happening. That's what we know is happening, right? And of course, that we saw that the rate it went from like 30-something% to 40-something% of people making 100K a year, six figures, right? They are living paycheck to paycheck. That's crazy, right? 100K a year living paycheck to paycheck. Now, people say if you're making 100K a year and you're living paycheck to paycheck, you have a spending problem. Well, what if they have student loan debt? Well, what if they have kids? Like there's many different, if you're a single guy making six figures, no student loan debt, you're fine. If you're a guy with a kid and student loans, or a person with a kid and student loans and different bills, well then, yeah. I mean, things like car notes and where you live, I guess, and what you do every month, obviously that's a spending issue. But sometimes, there are things you don't have to have a kid. Yeah, you don't have to have student loan debt, but it's like, let's be fucking real here for a second. All right, let's chill. Get off your high horse, right? Stop hovering above us holier than thou. People have issues, right? People have problems. People have issues. No one's perfect. In fact, most people have issues, right? So, it doesn't look good. And unfortunately, I think that the biggest question marks right now are what's going to happen with the war, right? Are there going to be escalations between Russia and Ukraine? Is China's economy going to collapse? Are they going to take over Taiwan, which I don't think is going to happen? What other black swan events could really dump the market more? Keep that in mind. My Alta Journey says, I'm a guy with student loans, 4 kids, and spousal support. There it is. And you're a nurse in California, so I know you make good money, Jason. I know you make very, very good money. Hopkins says, man, I love your show. Man, I love you, Hopkins. Thank you so much. I love you. Thanks for the love. Selma Foot said, ain't no sense going home. Jody got your girl and gone. All right. What's up, Steve? How you doing? I'm like literally going to take a nap after this and then go to the gym. And then I'm going to go do some spooky stuff with one of my homies. One of my homegirls. Paycheck to paycheck doesn't always mean broke. You can have money in the bank, but when you got kids, dogs, bills, groceries, it's easy to ride the line. Well, paycheck to paycheck means that one missed paycheck and you're feeling the pressure, right? What we know about happiness, and Jordan Peterson says, let me see if I can find that. Jordan Peterson money. I'm not gonna get all red pill on you guys, but this is, where is it? He talks about like the psychology of money and talks about like how there's no proof that people are happier with more money, although you get more freedom. And people say, you ever seen somebody mad on a jet ski? Like when you have money, you can buy a jet ski. I get it. Yeah. I don't think you can actually, I think it's impossible to have a frown when you're on a jet ski. 100% impossible. 100% impossible. Obviously, right? But you know, as long as people have enough money to stop the debt collectors from knocking at their door, they can make their payments every month and live a little bit comfortably. I think a lot of people are okay not having all these crazy riches, right? Although that does enhance your life, right? But money doesn't change who you are. I think it really reveals who you are. So if you're a crazy madman, right? Money reveals that. Once you get money, you're out there partying and sending it every single week, you know, and you know, like we hear about a lot of the people who win the lottery go broke very soon. We hear a lot of football players go broke after they're done, like sports athletes. You know, money reveals who you are, right? But there's no proof to show that people are actually happier with more money. You know, they say more money, more problems. Is that true? Is there truth to that? I mean, who knows? But as long as people have enough money to stop the debt collectors from knocking at their door, right? Hey, you got to make this payment. Like, oh my God, my car note's due next week. I can't pay it. My rent's due. I can't pay my light bill. Like things like that. That's what really freaks people out, right? That's what really makes you unhappy, is not being able to keep up with your bills. You know? So my brother broke his collarbone on a jet ski. Damn, you must have hit that hard. Okay, it was 120K. Okay. So I saw the story a few years ago, which was like 80K a year. So maybe with inflation, which shouldn't be that high, right? It's probably closer to that. Exactly. DJ says, perfect example of money doesn't buy you happiness is that we just talked about people making 100K living paycheck to paycheck. Same with 250K. There's no happiness there, just bigger car and bigger house. Yeah, which some people might have a little more happiness. You know, look, I'm not going to lie. Driving down the street in a nice brand new car or a nice car that's better than everyone else's does feel good. You know? It does feel good. But you guys we've had new cars, right? We've had new cars. Like that feeling wears off so quick, doesn't it? When you have a new car, doesn't that just really wear off like so quick? Like so quick. So quick. More money, different problems. I always say life is solving problems. That's it, with a little fun sprinkled in here and there. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, this last year I've been traveling a lot more and I've been spending way more money. But I've been spending on experiences. The way I see it is that I really want to spend things on experiences and not things. That's how I feel. Experiences and not things. All right. Experiences and not things. Money affords convenience and freedom. I would rather cry in a 6-bedroom house than a trailer. Well, 100%. 100%. Exactly. Yeah. Can't confirm it feels. Yeah. New car does feel good. But like after a month, you're just like, no one fucking cares about me and my new car. Like, I don't know what men have this weird perception that like once we get a new car, like women are just gonna be like spawning out of the sky and like, oh my God, I want to fuck that guy. You know, it's just not, that's not what happens. I know. It's just not what happens. He's still ugly, right? Can't fix that. I mean, you can, but it's a little pricey. I know, Ultra. That's the move, right? I want to get a older Jeep. I want an older Jeep, guys. What's up, Darth Diablo? How you doing? Good morning. Why is Bitcoin mooning? Bitcoin is not mooning. Is it? It's reversing, but guys, be careful. Right, legal, still ugly. Was El Chapo happy? I can. So that's El Chapo is the perfect mixture of conscientiousness and evil, right? That man is one of the most hardworking men in history, but he's evil, right? Evil. Was he happy? I can't imagine being paranoid all the time about your every move is breeds happiness. But I could imagine having all that power and money and women and all that stuff is probably happiness. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, well, good evening, Darth Diablo. I want an early 90s Jeep. I'm going to sell my my Mustang and I'm going to get an early 90s Jeep. It's like a build it. I want a Jeep Wrangler. What do you guys feel about that? It looks nice. What is happiness to a sociopath? Domination, right? Maybe? Domination. I don't know. Sociopaths like to dominate. Cobra says, hey, Rodney, material things don't compare to memories you make. Visit all the places you can before you no longer have a chance. Health is 100%, Cobra, 100%. That's how I'm feeling. That's how I'm always feeling. Oh, my God. That's how I'm always feeling. I'm always feeling that. Richard, I think I'm going to pass up on the Corvette. That car is almost 100K. I could buy an early 90s Jeep. I don't know. I picture myself in the Jeep, early 90s Jeep, like fully remodeled. So it looks like I brought it back from the 90s. Shiny, paint done, everything looking good. Of course, I would get a new sound system. New wheels, a little bit new suspension, that kind of thing, which are probably going to cost quite a bit. Just where I live in a beach town, And I want to do camping and all this kind of cool shit. So that might be the move. But they are expensive to keep up with. They can be, but you guys literally keeping up with maintenance on a car. A lot of people complain about cars being bad, and these are the same motherfuckers that don't remember to change their oil to do their literal basic maintenance. You get a Corvette, you have to start wearing New Balance sneakers. Wait, why? Why? Get an old Tesla? No. Yeah, exactly, Lee. Oh, that's hot. That's hot. Yeah, it's humid over there in Texas. Say what you want about San Diego and us communists over here, but dude, it is chilling, bro. Commie all the way, baby. The weather's fantastic. I've done I did 5.5 miles yesterday, but before that I did 6.5 miles. Before that, before that I did 6 miles too. I've been walking a lot. You guys, if you don't want to go for a run, just go for a walk, Go for a walk. Yeah, it looks like the crypto markets are recovering a little bit. It looks like Bitcoin and Ethereum are up a little bit over the last hour, 2% or 3% each, which is good. But I think we're going to dump some more tonight. Could be wrong, but we'll see what happens. Get a new electric VW? Not too sure about that. Let's see if there's anything on Watcher Guru. Da 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 ba-da-da ba-da-da-da do run away ba-da-da. Dude, that song Circles by Post Malone is so good. Bump bump ba-da ba ba ba-da ba 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 ba-da ba 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 ba. Justin, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen says it's certainly worth getting involved in developing a CBDC. Yeah, CBDCs are going to be highly regulated, right? This reply was who tweeted this? The Bank of America. I heard about this. So the U.S. economy may lose pretty much 250,000 jobs per month. Well, not a quarter. That's 175,000 jobs per month. Ugh. Hopefully YouTube doesn't cancel my channel. Ooh, look at this. Damn. So Bitcoin down 4%. Of course, the market share here. That's crazy. Look at the market share Bitcoin has. Isn't that nuts? Isn't that nuts? We have Saitama down here somewhere. Saitama goes up and up. It's down here somewhere. Why do we have 2 manas? Why do we have 2 Decentralands? This is wrong. Who did this? The Terra Luna Classic right there hanging out. We have ApeCoin down there. SEC is gonna be all up in that ass. We'll see what happens. I got Oliveira. Oliveira. Just because I don't like Makachev. I like Oliveira. I don't know. Oliveira, Makachev could definitely. I could see a scenario where Makachev goes out there and dominates, but Oliveira's too good, man. We've doubted Oliveira every time. Look at BNB, baby. Let's go. XRP up there too. ADA. Let's go. It's crazy how top heavy these cryptocurrency products are. And I always like preach the gospel of investing into all these babies. I don't know too much about Dogecoin, or Shiba Inu. I'm sorry for the shit people out there. That's just my opinion, but love Uniswap token. Although there are some uncertainties when it comes to DEXs, in my opinion. I love Avalanche. Like if Avalanche was a person, I would slide. Yeah. Oliveira's predicting a first round KO. ADA, I don't know. ADA is just kind of dirtling, right? It's just kind of dirtling. Let's just hope that these are the lows of the market. And I think these are the lows. I think the only reason why crypto's looking so bad is because of the rest of the world looks like dog water, right? Dude, I love Jordan Peterson, man. This guy really, really changed my life. Really changed my life. Rodney, did they catch that serial killer? There's a serial killer in California on the loose? Hold on. What? Oh my God, it is. Stockton serial killer? Oh. Whoa. Stockton serial killer. Oakland victim's daughter believes her father tried to defend herself. So the family of an Oakland man whose death has now been linked to a Stockton serial killer on the loose, still grieving the death more than a year later. The deadly shooting happened last April near Harmon and Seminary Avenues in Oakland before dawn. Now the daughter of Miguel Vasquez is revealing new details about her father's death, saying she believes he tried to fight back. Oh, is this it? Is this a video? Wait, hold on.
And Dan, good evening. Stockton's police chief says the suspect or suspects is a killer on a mission. He says he attacks in dark locations and areas where there are no witnesses. We spoke to one family with a Bay Area connection. They say based on these patterns, they made some big changes to their daily routine. Stockton Police Chief Stanley McFadden says his department is dealing with a serial killer who's on a mission.
A mission to kill. At these.
Okay. What mission? What other missions do you think serial killers have? You fucking ding dongs. All right.
Scenes. There's been wallets, keys. This person could easily taken vehicles, could taken money, credit cards, but none of that stuff has been taken.
Chief McFadden was interviewed on GMA3. He says there's been 7 shootings, 6 fatal. As he explains, the woman who survived the shooting has been extremely helpful in creating a suspect profile.
She did let us know it was a male suspect. She was able to provide us a height and weight, and that's what we connected with the video that we're pushing out.
That surveillance video shows a person of interest with a distinct limp. Police have placed the person of interest at several of the shootings. Police say they don't have a motive, but there are some similarities with each shooting.
It's very dark locations. It's locations where there's not very many witnesses around. It's locations where it's overshadowed by trees. This is a.
That's crazy. You haven't finished this, but that's nutty, right? That's nutty. I didn't know there was a serial killer loose in fucking California. Well, it's in Stockton, so it's not near me. So a Facebook group is tracking the Stockton serial killer. It's a rare time online. Wow. Another one. Hold on. Police have linked several shootings and possible serial killer in Stockton. Okay, so he's shooting people. Please link several. Damn, that's crazy. All right, if you live in Stockton, get out of there. Don't go with dark places, baby. Stay safe, D-Gens. You better not have sold unless you played that 5 a.m. dip. No, I actually bought the dip, believes, right around that time. So I'm up pretty significantly right now. Why do people like ADA so much? A lot of promise, right? A lot of promise. Potential. I'm all out of money. Spent it on last week's dip. Don't worry. You'll get a chance to get more. Don't worry. It was actually raining here, bro. What's up, Wen Lambo? Hemi Life says, question, why don't you move to Florida? You can live on the beach for what you pay for rent and you'll pay less in taxes. I love California. I do. I'm a California kid, man. I know it's expensive here. I know taxes suck for me, guys. I get it. But we don't deal with like all these natural disasters. We don't. You know? We don't. We don't have to deal with anything. There's hurricanes and all kinds of crazy shit in other places of the world. We don't deal with that here in San Diego. Now we're due for like some mega earthquake, I guess. Just California in general. And people like say what they want like about California. It's expensive to live here, but you do pay for what you get. Like literally walking in my neighborhood, it's like breathtaking. Like I literally put on headphones, listen to good music, walk around my neighborhood, and like I get like the craziest natural high. If I'm ever feeling in a rut, that's all I need to do. And yes, you're not getting stimmies in Florida. I don't like our governor. We have a really bad homelessness problem. I'm talking about San Diego. I'm not talking about LA. LA is disgusting. It's as bad as you think it is. DoobyTube, 100%. He says, I love what immediately follows when Jordan P says, it's a lot more complicated than that. Me too. I love JP. I understand. I always wanted to ask because look at my picture I took yesterday. Now, I don't live here, right? And if I did, I wouldn't tell you guys because you guys are crazy. Although someone has my address out there. Look at this picture I took yesterday. Look at that. And this is a gloomy day yesterday, and it's still beautiful. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day for the neighbor. Won't you be mine? Move to Greece. Y'all dealing with inflation over there, right? I ain't going over there. Good to visit, though. Gavin Nuisance is the worst. Yeah, that guy's weird. Did he like bang his best friend's wife? Sacklehunt, I'm actually going to the Padres game. I'm actually going to one of the playoffs to see the Padres play the Dodgers Saturday. Oh, yeah. Mountain biking is my release from the world. Or like I'm actually my bike's in the shop. They didn't hurry up with my bike. And once I get my bike back, dude, I'm gonna start biking. Like I had this bike that I got off Craigslist from some rich ass motherfucker, like 2-3 years. I think it was 2.5 years ago, and it was just like a Frankenstein bike. It fell apart. It's a good frame. It's one of those old school Schwinn frames, and I got it for a really cheap price. But he didn't do a good job building it himself. So I had it for a little bit. I rode it. It was just bad. I stopped riding it. Of course, I tore my ACL. And then I just put it in a bike shop maybe 4 days ago. And so I got a bunch of new rims for it, like new tires, like things, brake system. So I'm waiting for them to fix it. Once it's fixed, I'm going to be biking a lot because I can't really do too many leg workouts. And my legs are looking small, disproportionate to my body because I just can't train them because my ACL is all fucked up. I can't train them hard at least. So John Wick says, we have a lot of homeless people in Colorado. They are mainly out of state who come from here thinking they're going to get into the flower business and things are going to be easy. It's expensive here. Yeah, Colorado's not cheap. John Wick, I went to Colorado a few months ago to visit a friend, and it's not as cheap as people think it is. And honestly, it was all humid and it was hot and it was hard to breathe when I got to Denver. It was just gross. What's up, Biz? Biz says Rodney is right. Just walking down PB Boardwalk can cure depression. Dude, put on a tank top, get your favorite, get yourself a sugar-free Gatorade, right? Some electrolytes, a little flavor, or just some water with some ice in it. Throw it in your little canteen, put your running shoes on, throw your headphones on, throw your sunglasses on, Get your ass out there and walk and just look at everything beautiful around you. You know what's crazy? I know this is kind of cliche, guys, but dude, we literally wake up every single day to people dying. I'm 32. So many people are just dying, which is obviously they're dying, right? I go out and I see like old ass motherfuckers out there. Like yesterday, I saw this guy who looked like he was ancient. Like I would snap him in half if I pushed him. He's out there rollerblading. That's going to be you one day. That's going to be you one day. Take advantage of everything now. Walk 6 miles when you can, Like, man, life is too damn short, man. It's too damn short to be spending it with people that don't matter. It's too damn short to be wasting it on pointless shit. Do what you can to live more life, right? Depression is not, it is real. Look at, so depression is a chemical imbalance. Obviously, there are people in the world who could literally have everything going for them, but for some reason their chemicals are just a little messed up. But then there are people out there who don't make enough money. They're in debt. They're out of shape. They have terrible relationships. They're self-conscious. There's a lot of things contributing to your depression. So, take care of the base level stuff. And if that stuff is taken care of and you still feel sad, you still feel sentimental, well, then maybe you need medication. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but I think it's foolish to say depression doesn't exist. You just gotta take the red pill, bro. Stupid. There are people with money who are depressed. Okay. There are people that have, yeah. But there's a lot of things you can do on your own to make yourself feel happy, right? If you have debt collectors knocking at your door for the money you owe, well, yeah, that's probably going to make you sad, Exactly. Yeah. Walking is, move your body. Move your body. Da, 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 da. Oh, everybody. You know what I mean? Move your body, man. Get out there and walk. John says, right on. Saitama Uchiha. No one gives a shit about Saitama. Sorry. Welcome. How about you say hi before we talked about... You can buy ETH. You could literally buy ETH on any other platform forever. That's not fucking new tech. Thanks, Saitama. Thanks, Saitama. Hey, guys. Saitama just made a car that has power windows. We already had that. No fucking cares. Damn. Out of your mind. No one cares about that shit. Well, calling you legal. You see what I mean, right? Like you said earlier, that's what's experiences are worth more than the materialistic things. Most of us live in a life where repetitive activities, work, come home, early start, all over. Exactly. Yeah. Well, if you think about like what in a job, man, you're like working for a company that doesn't give a shit about you. They don't give a shit about you. They want the person who can if you can get the job done, they care about you, right? Work-life balance is such a thing they make up. It's not even real. Look at if you work in retail, and our jobs of that nature, where you're salaried or you're working 48 plus hours a week, there ain't no work-life balance. Especially if you're working mostly mid shifts, where you're not there from like 9 to 5. You're there from like 7 to fucking, or excuse me, you're from like 9 to or like 10 to 6 or something like that, or 11 to 7 or something like that, where you're there smack dab in the day. Or say you're a salaried member of management and you work like maybe 60 hours a week. There's no work-life balance in the United States. There just isn't. The 2 days you have off, you spend doing things you couldn't get done on the days you work. So I don't know if crypto is going to be forever. I don't know if YouTube is going to be forever. But I'm doing what I can now to just spend as much time as I can doing the shit I never got to do. And I know a lot of you out there who've made way more money than me are doing the same. There are people that said they made like hundreds of thousands of dollars off of shitcoins. I wish that was me. Off of shitcoins. I wish that was me. It wasn't though. Shout it out, Rodney. I want everyone to know we confirmed yesterday. Dude, shout out to Dark Diablo. Pixar didn't happen, baby. You got a girl, baby. You got a little baby girl. Congratulations, bro. hear that? Legal alien wants to bust my balls. What are my top 5 cons? Russ, Armand, just kidding. Coins, I think you mean. Let's see. Coins, I would say I like being Ethereum and BNB number 1 and 2. Bitcoin's obviously the best, but Bitcoin. I like Polygon and then Uniswap token. Chrissy says there are jobs that worth work-life balance. You just need to search and negotiate for. Not everyone is working slave jobs like retail. True, but in order to get ahead in most companies, you're putting in lots of work, right? You're putting in lots of work. You're working 40 hours. You're working 60 hours. You're salaried, right? You're still working a crazy job, right? And yeah, it is true in life. You don't get what you deserve in life. You get what you negotiate for, right? That is like the truest. That is the truest. The truest shit I've ever heard in my life. You don't get what you negotiate. You don't get what you deserve in life. You get what you negotiate. I'm like, damn, that's some real shit, man. Congratulations, Darth Diablo, on the new baby girl. Better get a shotgun now. I better not have a girl, dude. I cannot stand the realistic, the like really the. I can't stand the fact that some way, somehow, some guy is going to be dating my daughter. I can't do it. You know, can't do it.
I give you my prediction. I believe the debt market just going to...
When that happens, that affects cryptocurrency, right? Because that's what we're looking for, a nice pump in cryptocurrency. Guys, if there's anything this last bull run taught us, take some profits. Altcoins, take some. That's funny. Profits. Bitcoins, take some profits. Shit coins, meme coins, take them damn profits, baby. Take some profits. Have a plan. 2x, 3x, 5x, 10x, whatever your freaking plan is. Make sure it's reasonable. If your plan is 100x, you probably should, pump the brakes a little bit, right? God, hearing myself talk is so cringe, but you get it, right? I paint bridges 50 to 60 hours a week. Hard ass shit. That's for sure. Keeps me in great shape. Though. Dude, 100%, right? What's up, Manny? You did miss the CPI data. 8.2%. It's not looking good, Big Daddy Manny. Not looking good. Not looking good. If you go back to the beginning of the video, you'll see me talk about it. Yeah, you got to negotiate. I know, Brad. See, Brad? Exactly, legal. Yeah, she's gonna be our karma, bro. She's gonna date someone just like you, right? I swear to God, if my daughter dates anybody like me, I'm gonna be mad. Yeah. All right, DJ, thanks a lot for hanging out. I appreciate you, DJ. Have a fantastic day. What's going on with MetaMonkey AI? MetaMonkey AI is finally down below its pre-sale price for me. So, hey, man, I'd be like that sometime. People looking bad. Of course, 100x is my play of the day. Be careful. Don't get riggedy wrecked. We have Debt Connect, of course, up 10%, which is nice. Good for Debt Connect. Nutra up 2%. Vamp, Volt up 1%. MetaMonkey AI down significantly. 0.9%. Terrarium down 2.2%. Another product that I'm a speculative play is 2%. WAGMI down 3%. Vamp down 4%. Saitama down 4%. So, yeah, it's not looking good, guys. Not looking good. Oh, you're welcome, Manny. Thank you so much for the $2 donation, bro. Appreciate you. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Cases I lost. Dude, mine looks terrible. I mean, it's recovering now. It's recovering. But pull a Henoch time to panic buy. It's time to panic buy. I'm broke, bro. I feel that. With a boy, you got to worry about 1D. With a girl, you got to worry about so many Ds. I know, Sean. I am so mad. I know. I start punching air when I think about, I'm like, damn, dude. I'm about to reap what I sow, bro. Anyways, guys, I am out of here for the day. Thank you so much for joining me. No stream tonight. I'm going to go do some spooky fun time stuff. So, you know. Oh, yes. Again, reminder, we will have a BTFA live space tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Come hang out. We're doing a big giveaway. I want you guys to make some money. You don't have to do anything in that space. You don't have to buy anything. Just come listen, see what happens, right? And just stick around. maybe we can win some money. I think it's going to be at $500 up for grabs, so that's going to be nice. Deck Connect, we're having Deck Omega Space again on the 20th, and we're probably going to do the same giveaway where we're giving away money to people who just register an account. You have to spend any money, take a quiz, and earn $50 just by hanging out in a 1 hour space. You can earn $50. 10 people won last time, right? Shout out to Crypto Lord, one of the people in the chat all the time won. And of course, keep an eye out for MetaMonkey AI. They're going to come out with some new tech here very, very soon. I know the price is down pretty bad, but hey, man, it's a bear market. It'd be like that sometime. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I do appreciate you guys. Look at guys, inflation's not looking good. Times are looking bad. But hey, there's no positive side. Everything's bad. I'm just kidding. It's time to panic sale, baby. Have a good one, guys. We're gonna be all right. Okay, we're gonna make it through this. All right. Have a good one, guys. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye now.